Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be making my local delicacy. For those of you who do not know, I'm from Abia State, Obingwa local government area of Abia State to be precise. And today I'll be making my local delicacy. It is called Akpurakpu mgbam in my local dialect. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but I could say Ukazi soup with moulded egusi. Yeah, so come with me. Now let's get into the cooking. First, I added my beef into a clean pot. I seasoned with chopped onions, added my fresh red pepper, my seasoning cubes, and then some salt to taste. I gave it a good stir and allowed it to marinate so the flavors could really cook in. Next, I threw in my stockfish, followed by the dry fish. I gave it all another stir, then added water so that it could cook down nicely. Meanwhile, in a separate bowl, I combined my ground egusi with also added in my pepper and onion blend, a pinch of salt, and just a little bit of my meat stock. You can use hot water if you like, but I prefer stock because it gives that deeper flavor. I mixed it all together thoroughly, pressing and folding with my hands until it started coming together. I kept molding and working with the mixture until it formed a smooth, thick batter. Not too soft, not too firm, just a perfect rich consistency you want for good egusi. You can already see it's taking shape so beautifully, and this right here is the final stage. I mean, look at the natural oil coming out. Make sure you mold it well because sometimes that oil drip is a sign that you're close to perfection. Then came the part that took the most time, cutting. I took my time breaking the molded egusi bit by bit, gently cutting each one into smaller pieces till it was just right. This step might take a little longer, but trust me, it's so worth it. The size, the finish, the way it blends into the soup, it all starts here. You want the pieces small enough to cook evenly, but not so tiny that they melt away. I kept going until the entire batch was done, patiently and carefully. I mean, look at how beautiful they turned out. Then I checked back on my proteins, bubbling up nicely. Perfect time to add the molded egusi. After I added it, I let it boil for at least 10 minutes. Then next, I introduced the rich palm oil because what's egusi without a little shine and drama? I switched the pot at this point because honestly, the other one wasn't giving what it needed to give. Then back to the soup, I gave it a gentle stir and then added some crayfish. And if you're like me who loves some extra heat, you can add more pepper here. I also added my seasoning cubes and a bit more salt to taste. Then I gave everything a good stir just to make sure all the flavors come together and boiled evenly. I let that boil for another 10 minutes. Now, usually at this stage, I would add a thickener, just a little to bind it all nicely. But for this video, I skipped it because I didn't want it too greasy. But if you're cooking this at home, that step makes a real difference. For a little facelift, I sprinkled with some raw egusi just to brighten things up and give the soup a rich texture. You already know the goal is not just taste, it has to look good too. Finally, I added my Ukazi leaves and gave it a gentle stir just to bring everything together one last time. Let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and just like that, our egusi soup is ready to eat. It's giving aroma, it's giving flavor, it's giving everything it's supposed to give. Now tell me, what swallow are you pairing this with? Pounded yam, eba, fufu? Let's hear it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Till I see you next time.